Hey everyone, Bryan here again with another 2K25 tutorial. This time we're going to be going over how to add belts and also how to overwrite belts as well. This is for 2K25 using Tribute. This latest version as of January 11th, 2026 is version 1.9. Please make sure you are on the latest version. I had a couple of people in the comments of my last video say that they were not able to see nameplates, and the main reason for that was because their files were not formatted correctly due to the fact that they weren't using the correct version and they didn't have any of the updated files provided by Tribute's Discord server to be able to run this properly. I will provide links as to how to get Tribute, how to join their server, well, part of their Patreon first, and then go. It is $5 a month, but once you pay, you're in the server and you'll get access to Tribute itself. So let's go on to how to add belts. Before we do that, just want to give you guys a quick insight. So right here, you can see I have a couple belts already installed. I have the TNA World Championship, World Tag Team Championship, and the X Division title. Now, for this tutorial, there are a few belt slots that are open that you are able to use, and we're going to be using the next slot 78 as well as overwriting a slot as well. So I'll explain that. So the mod that we're going to be using, or mods for the belts, is going to be the unused ECW title and the an updated version of the spinner belts. They are both by Blaze22 over on ProWrestlingMods.io or .com. This will replace the WWE title that's already there. This we're going to make into its own belt, and I will give you guys a tutorial on how to do that. So, once you download both of those files, boom, boom, it's going to be these two right here. So we'll start with the ECW title. We're going to go ahead and add belt. And like I said, our next slot that was available was 78, so we're going to put 78. Now, when you first download this folder, this ECW title, it's going to come with two folders. So it's going to be the UI, and then this is going to be another random number. I believe it was like 112 or 118, something like that. You want to rename it to the next available belt slot that you have if you're making a new belt. So in this case, since it's 78 here, make sure to rename this to 78 as well. And then once we go into the folder itself, you can see that we have all of these. When you guys download it first, it's going to have all of these files in it, but it will not have a Havoc folder. This is one that I just recently installed because you need all of these files in. And actually, I will show you in the Tribute folder. It will provide this. This is what a belt slot folder should look like. It should have all of these, the graphics for when the titles, like for when it shows the title before a match starts, the placeholder, which is the render for the belt, and then both a Havoc and textures folder. So you want to be able to match this to a T. You don't necessarily need this. You don't need the BK2 or the graphics for it necessarily. So that's not really important. What's more important is the Havoc textures and the placeholders, and then all of these right here. But as you can see, we do not have all of them. We have the cutscene and both cutscenes that are in MCD and MTLS, but we only have the latter in default at MCD. So I would teach you guys also how to get the rest of the files. We'll do that from there. But before we do that, we have to rename these files as well. Rename them to the same belt ID that you have. So in this case, it's going to be 78. So just rename, go into the number, and you're just going to do 078. So once you have renamed all of these to the correct belt ID, we can go ahead and continue. So now, before you can do anything, you can't really add the belt just yet. What we are going to do though is get those conversion files that we need. So I will provide in the description the Havoc folder. This will just provide this default.hkt file. So that is just to build up this, but for that you want to open up Cake View. So when your Cake View is up, you're going to want to hit Tools, Material Editor. Once that opens up, so you're gonna actually want to drag in each file that you need that needs both the MTLS and MCD one at a time. So in this case, we don't need to do it with the cutscene because they both have it, but the ladder in default we do. So drag the ladder into here, and then you're going to hit save. And then you're going to hit yes. There you go. And as you can see, it created that folder. And then same thing here, just going to remove that material, bring in the default, and then hit save again, hit yes, and there you go. So now you have your full folder. So now we are able to create the belt fully. So you can check mark these boxes if it allows it, if it's female, if it's a tag belt, intergender, or a cruiserweight title. If you need to do that, feel free. The name without the championship, so in this case it's just going to be ECW, because then in game it's going to be ECW Championship. Ring announcer, so I just grabbed that from the actual belt itself, the regular ECW title. So when the announcer says it, it's going to say the ECW title. If it has graphics, feel free to check off. If not, uncheck it. Then you're going to go into belt folder path. You're going to press that. And actually, before you want to do that, you're going to want to copy and paste this into your 2K Tribute BakeMe folder. So you're going to hit copy on the folder itself, go to belts, then you're going to hit paste. There you go. And then you also have this UI one right here. You actually want to go into it completely. And so once you go into it, you're going to want to rename it. So in this case, it's going to be 78 underscore placeholder .gds. Hit enter. And then you also want to copy or cut. I'm just going to cut it. Go into your belts, go into 78, and then make sure that is also in there as well. There you go. So now for the belt folder path, you're going to want to go press the folder. Just going to 78. Press on 78 from the outside. Don't do this. Just make sure you just press it and hit select. Ooh. There you go. And once it's all set, hit create belt slot. There you go. So a new belt has been added successfully. So if we go into our edit belts, load belt slots, scroll down, ECW title has now been made. So that is how you do that. If you want to replace a belt, that is very much a simple thing to do. So for this, we can do the spinner belt like we said before. So spinner belt plus render, press that. This you don't have to rename because like I said, we're just copying over this folder into overwriting the spinner belt. So just copy, go back into your belts folder under BakeMe, and then just paste. And then render, you're just going to copy that UI folder, go back one into the BakeMe folder, and then you're just going to paste. And that will paste that right into the UI section. And there you go. You just installed both of them. Simple and quick. Now, like we said, like I've said before in previous videos, before we start anything, you have to rebake it or bake your folder. So before we do that, close that out. Go into cake view, rebake, and bake. And then just going to wait for that to load. Once we do that, we'll go into 2K25. All right, and we are on 2K25. So let's see if we go to maybe extras. Oh no, it won't show it unless I go to roster. Yeah, I go roster, title management, and there you go. So there's the ECW title right there. And then if we scroll up, we should be able to see the new spinner. There it is. Yes, the new spinner belt. It actually looks really good compared to all the other belts. It actually looks very realistic. So I'll actually show some gameplay of this too. But that is the tutorial. So hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me on the comment section or in my Discord server, as well as all the other Discord servers I will link below, like the Pro Wrestling Mod server. And with that, I'll see you guys later. Peace.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE and the ECW Championships.
Let's not forget, the title is on the line here tonight.
How can I forget? I've been looking forward to this match for a long time.
The champ has never looked more focused, laser focused on the task at hand.
Here comes CM Punk.
The so-called straight-edge savior.
Look, Byron, like it or not, Punk walks his own path, and he won't be led astray.
Punk's a leader. He's a rebel. But he's never a follower.
Yeah, Punk has no issue being outspoken. He thinks everyone should live the straight-edge lifestyle.
Well, Byron, even you can't deny that Punk has found success and allies on his own rebellious path.